Two hunters. Two hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other guy takes out his phone and calls emergency services. He gasps, "My friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator says, "Calm down, I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead." There's a silence, then a gunshot is heard. Back on the phone, the guy says, "Okay, now what?" 2. The talking dog. A man sees a sign in front of a house, "Talking dog for sale." He rings the bell, and the owner tells him the dog is in the backyard. The man walks into the backyard and asks the dog, "Can you talk?" "Yep," the dog replies. "So what's your story?" The dog looks up and says, "Well, I discovered I could talk when I was young. I wanted to help the government, so I told the CIA. They had me traveling around the world, sitting in rooms with spies and world leaders, as no one would ever suspect a talking dog. After 8 years, I got tired and retired. I now live a quiet life." Amazed, the man asks the owner how much he wants for the dog. The owner says, $10. $10? Why so cheap? Because he's a liar. He never did any of that stuff. 3. The genie. A man finds an old lamp and rubs it, and a genie appears. The genie says, "You have 3 wishes, but whatever you wish for, your ex-wife will get double." The man thinks and says, "First, I want $1 billion. The genie grants it, and the ex-wife gets $2 billion. Second, I want a mansion. The genie grants it, and the ex-wife gets 2 mansions. What is your final wish?" the genie asks. The man replies, "I want you to scare me half to death." 4. The blind date. A man goes on a blind date and is shocked to find his date is a huge, lumbering woman. He tries to be polite and make conversation. "Do you believe in the hereafter?" he asks. She replies, "Yes, I do." He says, "Good, because after this date, I'm going to need you to leave." The lawyer and the farmer. A lawyer and a farmer are sitting next to each other on a plane. The lawyer decides to make some easy money and offers the farmer a game. "I'll ask you a question, and if you don't know the answer, you pay me $5. Then you ask me a question, and if I don't know the answer, I'll pay you $500. The farmer agrees. The lawyer asks the first question, "What's the distance from the earth to the moon?" The farmer doesn't know and hands over $5. The farmer then asks, "What goes up a hill with 3 legs and comes down with 4? The lawyer thinks hard but finally gives up and hands over $500. He then asks the farmer, "What was the answer?" The farmer hands him $5 and goes back to sleep. 6. The teacher and the student. A teacher asks a student, "If I gave you 2 cats and another 2 cats and another 2, how many would you have?" The student replies, 7. The teacher asks again, "Listen carefully. If I gave you 2 cats and another 2 cats and another 2, how many would you have?" The student replies, 7. The teacher, frustrated, asks, "How do you get 7? The student replies, "Because I already have 1 cat at home." 7. The talking parrot. A man goes to a pet store to buy a parrot. The store owner says, "I have 3 parrots. The first one is $1,000 because it can speak 2 languages. The second one is $2,000 because it can speak 4 languages. The third one is $5,000. The man asks, "What does the third one do?" The owner replies, "I haven't heard him say anything, but the other 2 call him boss." 8. The genie in a bottle. 3 friends are stranded on a deserted island when they find a genie in a bottle. The genie grants each one wish. The first friend wishes to be off the island and back home. The second friend wishes the same. The third friend says, "I'm lonely. I wish my friends were back here." 9. The talking frog. A man finds a talking frog in the woods. The frog says, "If you kiss me, I'll turn into a beautiful princess." The man picks up the frog and puts it in his pocket. The frog says, "Didn't you hear me? If you kiss me, I'll turn into a beautiful princess." The man replies, "At my age, I'd rather have a talking frog." 10. The magician and the parrot. A magician is on a cruise ship and performs the same tricks every night. The captain's parrot watches every show and eventually figures out the tricks. One night, during the performance, the ship hits an iceberg and sinks. The magician and the parrot find themselves on the same lifeboat. For days, they glare at each other. Finally, the parrot says, "Okay, I give up. Where's the boat?" 11. The snail's revenge. A snail gets mugged by 2 turtles. When the police ask what happened, the snail says, "I don't know. It all happened so fast." 12. The computer programmer. A computer programmer is in the bathroom when he realizes he forgot to bring his soap. He emails his wife, "Send soap." She replies, use shampoo. He replies, no, I need soap. She says, use shampoo. He responds, syntax error. 13. The Bear and the Rabbit. A bear and a rabbit are walking in the woods when they find a magic lamp. They rub it, and a genie appears, granting them 3 wishes each. The bear wishes for all the bears in the forest to be female, and the rabbit wishes for a motorcycle. The bear wishes for all the bears in the country to be female, and the rabbit wishes for a helmet. The bear wishes for all the bears in the world to be female, and the rabbit, after putting on the helmet, wishes for the bear to be gay.